a good long few years since I was at anything that you chaired. I think it was in our days at the British Youth Council, so about 45 years ago. Long time coming back. And I'd also like to congratulate my right honourable friend in his knighthood announced over the weekend. I too am very proud at the 0.7% spending on international development, but I don't think it's unreasonable in times of stringency that we should address the quality of that aid as well as the quantity. Particularly in conflict-struck regions, the impact of our funding is of the utmost importance. And I particularly want to talk about the conflict that exists between Israel and Palestine. Now, DFID's stated goals in aiding the Palestinians is to help secure a lasting and peaceful two-state solution. I think that's a very sensible thing to do. But I regret that the funding doesn't follow that laudable ideal, as the honourable lady from Enfield North and my honourable friend from Hendon pointed out. We're talking about 0.2%. And that doesn't seem to me to be a point at which we can readily move on. I have to say to my honourable friend, I say this with great affection and respect, it's no good just saying we don't fund terrorism. There is a kind of knock-on effect, but if my honourable friend right honourable friend is saying determinedly that the civil servants that we fund, not a single one of them have committed a criminal act and that job hasn't been left open, then that is a wonderful thing. But it does seem to me that when that report, the report from the Overseas Development Institute says, for public employees, the opportunity cost of a conflict is lowered, as their employment will be kept open when they return from detention and their family will be continued to be paid a salary that needs to be addressed. Yes, I will, of course, but very quickly.
Has he also read the ODI report entitled Does the Wage Bill Affect Conflict Evidence from Palestine from February 2015, which said that some of the factors linked to the development of grievances, at least the West Bank, including the construction of the West Bank wall and Palestinian prisoners, are associated with the increasing conflict intensity. Removing these factors may well be a more effective strategy in reducing the conflict in the long run than any employment opportunities provided by the public or private sector. Does he agree with that as well?
I want to see a two-state solution. I want to see young Palestinians and Israelis working together. I don't want to change the government policy. I merely want to see the actuality on the ground reflect. Now, my honourable friends have spoken with great power of persuasion about the various groups that we on various visits to Israel and Palestine have seen, particularly the Middle East entrepreneurs for tomorrow. There was one thing that really struck me, Mr. Gates, about that. I was talking to a young Palestinian, and I said, what's the big difference? And he said, well, I've never met an Israeli before. The only Israeli I've ever met is a soldier with a rifle and body armour. And this gave me an opportunity to actually meet. On the Save the Child's Heart, I had an opportunity of talking to parents about the future of their children and about working side by side with Israelis. That's got to be for the better. But there are worrying reports that have emerged that some NGOs who support the Palestinian territories have been promoting violence and on social media pages. Surely it is not unreasonable for us to ask the minister and his officials to check what's going on those pages. And surely it is not unreasonable to say that if you're going to receive money from the British government, that you should unequivocally renounce violence in all its forms and to work for a two-state solution.
Yeah.